Hey guys, I screwed up somehow. I don't know how I did it, but it didn't work. So I had to start a new show. You know, I think it's because I opened the window once. Must be that. Must be once. Okay. And okay, they'll be here in a second. Okay. Let's put this on. Please help out by spreading this out on Twitter. Okay. New stream 2.5 Oyajis. Here. Okay, there we go. You know what it is? I think I know what it is. You know what happened?
What happened?
So I opened this up once at home and sent you guys the link, and then I left to come here. And I guess that deactivates the.
Oh, you just reused the same link. You didn't click on Start Live Hangout.
No, I didn't. There was
no. The same link.
No, I just used this.
So now you clicked on the Start Live Hangout. Now you've got the button.
No, I made a completely new one. I just started from zero.
Why didn't you just click
that you fixed it?
Because this is a new URL and everything now, so I had to retweet the whole thing.
Okay.
There was no broadcast button before. So Tia, I apologize for the delay. Cheers.
It's okay.
I'm having a strong zero to fend off the mosquitoes. I'm out here in the middle of my new.
Hey, but wait a minute. This is working on the link that you sent before. The link with the video link.
Really?
It can't be. No, I just made this.
New link.
This is brand new. I just made this.
I've got it. Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, cool. Hey guys. Sorry for the delay. Everyone's here. This is Tia. Everyone, Tia. Hey, good, right?
Hey, good. Yes.
Hey, good. Hey, good. Not Haywood, which I thought your name was the first time.
Well, that was more common though. So Haywood, I think more people.
Is that a real name, Haygood? Did you make that? Did you?
No,
that's a real name.
It has Scottish origin.
Hey, good. It's all
the guy
hey.
called Gideon Flickman asks someone, "Is that your real name?"
No, when I was an English teacher, I used to tell my students that. So I'd say Tia. Tia was pretty easy, and they'd say Hey, good, and I'd say Hey, good, and they remembered it.
Easy to remember.
Anyway, everyone, this is Tia Haygood, and I will have to add links because I have to move all the links from the last video into this video, but we'll do that in a minute. Anyway, this video, we had some hiccups that had nothing to do with the Wi-Fi. This is the Wi-Fi that Ninja Wifi has given me to do these live shows, which
very sharp.
Makes it possible for me to do this, to do a live show in the middle of an empty shrine at night.
So this is basically like you're in a cemetery?
Yeah, pretty much. There's ghosts. I could disappear here.
We could do a whole new type of video genre from this. We could do live cemetery investigations.
Hunting. But we are not that for this. But this is just a little bonus. The real focus today, of course, is meeting Tia, and Top Tia. And I did not know this, but I thought you were an English teacher / photographer. But actually, you are now a full-fledged, supporting yourself photographer.
Yes.
So congratulations.
I'm myself up by my bootstraps doing photography now. I actually recently stopped teaching 3 months ago.
Wow, that's great. Congratulations.
It's nice. Of course, you worry about the financial security, but having that free time to just do what you need to do and make connections is so rewarding. So everything's kind of up in the air, and I don't know where everything's going to go, but I'm having a blast doing it. So.
Well, good. Congratulations. Last time I saw you was just at the Hanami, right?
Yes.
And you, from just 2 months ago, you became a full-fledged supporting yourself photographer. So give us a little history. When did you come to Japan, all that stuff, all the basic stuff?
All right, well, the basics. I came to Japan October 2011. That was a few months after the earthquake.
Wow.
Had happened.
That took guts.
Well, you know what? I'd always wanted to come to Japan. I decided that I was going to go back And it was between law school or coming to Japan. And I listened to all of my law school senpai complain about the work and about not
Mm.
finding work. And I said, you know what, I'm going to come back. It was fun in Japan. I want to have fun for a few years. Well, a few years was supposed to be 1 or 2 years, but now
That's what happened to me.
it's
24 years later.
it's 5th year now. But with that said, when I decided to stay here indefinitely, I needed to make a decision whether or not I was going to be an English teacher, and I knew I didn't want to do that for forever. So I was just looking up things or looking around for things that I liked and had a passion in, and photography it just kept coming up. I would travel. I go to different restaurants and I take pictures of food with my DSLR, and it just became a thing. So I decided after much coaxing from friends that I was going to make a business out of it.
Well, Hiko, jump in anytime. Can you hear us okay, Hiko?
Yeah, I was trying to jump in before, but
Sorry,
you.
I know.
It's okay. I've got nothing.
What?
I'm letting you run. I'm letting you run with the ball. Go.
So I don't understand how you weren't even. I mean, not to put you down, but how the hell did you become a photographer? I mean, you weren't even a photographer. You're telling me? Is that what you're saying? You became
No.
a professional photographer in a span of 5 years. That's amazing, isn't it? I mean, isn't that unheard of?
Well, you know, it's not actually unheard of. There are two different types of the most common ways people do become photographers is self-taught or at a university or through a school through a mentor. And so what I did is I'd actually done photography since I was 13.
Oh, okay. It's not like you just picked up a camera and decided. Okay, you're an Instagram person. Because you said you were taking a picture of your food. I'm just thinking Instagram.
No.
Okay.
So I've been doing photography since I was 13, and I took photography lessons in high school. So I had my SLR camera with film, developing film in dark rooms. My junior and senior year of high school.
Okay.
And then I took a break for a lot of things during college, but then I picked it back up when I came to Japan, because it's a photogenic country, and there's just so many things that are beautiful about it that you want to document and keep and just have as a memory. So I literally have 2 terabytes full of pictures of all my travels and of just photographs.
Wow.
So I got a question. So do you follow any Japan photography blogs at all?
I do.
Are there any? Yeah. What do you recommend? What
I recommend, I don't know. There's a lot of people who are foreign that I follow. One that there's Alfie Goodwich, and there's gosh, pulling them out of my brain. Marvin Payne, he's really good. He's in Yokohama.
I don't know Marvin Payne. I know of Alfie Goodrich, and he does awesome stuff. Yeah.
He's really good. There's a French photographer. He's kind of in and out. I can't remember his name at the top of my head at the moment.
What do you mean in and out? Like he's
Don't go there, Victor.
He's in and out of Japan. He's not in and out of prison, if that's what you.
Okay.
Don't
I
worry.
was thinking of some other in and out, but okay.
Yeah, well, just don't, like I said, continue like it's not.
You warned me, Hiko. You warned me.
I did warn you.
He brought it up. I didn't. I was being a gentleman.
Wait. Anyway, but the thing is, as you said, there's a lot of Japan is a very photogenic country, and there are a lot of really well-known Japan photography bloggers. And if you want to get into photography, as well as your site, which is toptier.com. There are some other really good photography blogs out there on Japan.
Do you know David Powell?
David Powell, I do. I met him at a meetup. There was a photography meetup, kind of a workshop, and I met him for the first time.
That's not a good idea.
The French guys meetup.
Oh,
the French guys meetup.
Yeah.
So Shoot Tokyo. He shoots with Lakers. So I'm not a photographer. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm going to say. I mean,
what?
They're beautiful cameras, but you know about the Leica cameras, right?
They're super expensive.
Yeah, they're basically like the Ferrari. They're beautiful cameras, but they're like the Ferrari of cameras. So it's like you're showing up to it's like showing up to a mechanics club in a Ferrari. But yes, He takes very nice shots. Shoot Tokyo's another really good blog. Victor, why are you shooting like I'm not comfortable?
Well, I'm just seeing what's a good image. You know, what do you guys want to see? What's the best?
Not that.
Not that.
I want this to be this video. I want this video to be a safe space. No crotch shots.
Hey, we have to keep the people entertained.
At a shrine, you would think he would keep it rated G.
You don't know what happened to the shrine tonight.
I don't know. Yeah, we don't know what kind of shrine.
You don't want to know what I found.
I don't
Over in the dark sometimes. In the daytime, I come by and walk my dog. You find things.
Oh, you have a dog. What kind of dog?
Oh, well, she's dead now. But I used to have a French bulldog.
That's awful.
Well, I'm over it now. It's like 2 years. No, I had a great dog. She was part of the channel. So, yeah, she died. And then I got a kid. So, kid's better than that.
Takes a kid for walks as well.
Next time I'm going to get a giraffe or something. I don't know.
A giraffe.
Something harder. Okay, so cool. So, how did you come over? A lot of people want to know how to get their foot in the door of just getting into Japan. They have other dreams, but a lot of people come over with, okay, I'm going to come over as an English teacher. But still, how was that process? Did you get your job overseas? Did you come over here and find it?
I got it overseas. I went through Eon, and Eon's really good because they have different interviews, and they're kind of nearby the Japanese embassies. From American perspective. So there are about 4 or 5 Japanese embassies, so there are 4 or 5 Eon interviews throughout the year. And I went to the one in Chicago and passed, and they set me up with a place. They give you an option. They ask you, where do you want to live, or what kind of place you want to live. And everyone that always asks me this question, I say, do not pick Tokyo. Please don't pick Tokyo.
Why?
Well, anything that's urban, the thing is, yeah, you do get the glitz and glamour of the life, but as an Eikaiwa sensei, you get the Eikaiwa schedule for being in an urban environment. So if you're in Tokyo, you're teaching 7 and 8 classes a day, whereas if you're in the suburbs where it's quiet, like what I did, I had 4 to 5 lessons per day, and I used my extra time to just study Japanese.
That's very smart. I don't know many people have thought that through that well. You have people who have the idea, I like a city or I want to be in a country town, but not people who actually think that strategically about being able to achieve their other goals, about being in Japan while they're there and thinking of it from that perspective. That's pretty cool.
Well, this is kind of harsh, but it's one of the things that separate people who really want to be here and people who really want to have a good time. Not that there's anything wrong with having a good time, but if you really plan out where you want to go, because it's Tokyo, everyone gets excited about Tokyo, and you go to Akiba, and you can, do all the fun things. But I was in Oyama in Tochigi, and every once in a while I'd take the Shonan Shinjuku or the Nomiya line down, and it was a 2-hour trip down, and I'd see my friends and spend the day, or sleep in a manga cafe if I missed my train, and that was fine for me for the first few years. The reason why I considered moving was because I started to realize the bubble that Eikaiwas have. You're in an English world bubble. And they
want to keep you there.
And they want to keep you there. So I didn't want to do it anymore. I wanted to explore and experience the Japanese culture, so I decided I'd work as an ALT for a few years because I wanted to do Indo Kai and I wanted to do Gaku Geikai and participate with students and children and learn Japanese more.
So that's interesting. Victor and I just pretty much came to party, and we've been doing it for like about 30 years now.
I went out for 2 beers last night, Hiko, and my wife was enraged. I was out for 45 minutes, and she's like, "That's enough partying this week."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm wild.
Come home and be dad.
Well, life changes, but no. Actually, so by the way, someone's asking, is my sound weird? Because some people are saying, "What's up with my sound?"
You're a little bit echoey.
Is it echoey?
Yeah. You sounded better before you.
Before what? Okay, I'm going to go back to the radio webcam.
What's that guy that got the soul singer? What's his name? Barry White?
Barry White.
He sounded like Barry White a couple weeks ago. And he didn't like it, but we all liked it. Now he's gone. I can't hear anything. We lost him, didn't we?
No, we can't hear you.
Hiko, nothing.
Sound. No sound.
Hiko. Hiko, you.
Here we go. I'm back.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Boom.
So I prefer to sound like Prince. You know, like when he's not singing.
Oh. You mean when he's dead?
It's a very bad secret on my part. I actually didn't know anything about Prince. I knew Purple Rain and I knew When the Doves Cry, and that was it. So I didn't feel the full impact of Prince's death as everyone else did.
Well, maybe that's an age thing as well.
Yeah. How are you? You're in your 20s?
Yeah. But for me, I love Queen. I love and, my sister's not watching me now, so we can go down the list of all the old classic rock bands.
David Bowie.
But even me, I'm not that knowledgeable about Bowie, to tell the truth. So yeah.
Yeah, but you like Queen, and Queen and Bowie collaborated. So.
I missed that.
Under Pressure. That David Bowie and Queen collaborated with Under Pressure.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah.
I just heard somebody sampled that bit, and I only know the song that.
Vanilla Ice. You saw the Vanilla Ice version.
Ice Baby. Yeah, it's a classic.
So that's something I know.
That's kind of sad. That Vanilla Ice has made that song more popular than David Bowie did. But
the song is acting.
A lot of songs are like that. A lot of songs are like that, though. I didn't realize that the whole concept of sampling until I remember. I think it was like Men in Black and Will Smith did a song, and I didn't realize that it was sampled from something else. And I'm arguing with my parents like the original.
Well, as a professional photographer, let me ask you about that. There was a famous Obama photograph that was taken and turned into a painting. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah, I got it behind me. Except I've got the giraffe version.
Okay. So, what did you think about that? Did you think it was? Is that sampling? Did he owe? I mean, I think he actually had to pay that original photographer some money, right?
Right. And you know what? Giving credit, and this is something that I am a stickler about, is, you know, if you're going to use my work, or if you're going to use a photographer's work, or even an artist's work, you have to give it credit. Now, I think where he messed up was that he didn't ask permission, and the AP photographer that shot that photo, I mean, nobody knew it was his photo, and so he lost credibility. He lost acknowledgement for that photo when
and he lost millions of possible dollars. The guy made millions of dollars selling his well, they'd have to work that out in the contract or whatever they would have agreed upon, but most certainly. So and it's a very amazing and iconic photo, but he was in the wrong. He was in the wrong. He should have asked. You mean the painter?
Yeah, most definitely. But it's kind of an issue that I even have to go with. One of the things that my business is I like to promote artists, models, and local businesses so that they can grow visually. And in that artist bubble is musicians. And I really, really, really want to assist musicians and allow them to have, you know, something more than just their favorite fans, you know, iPhone photo taken in a dark room when they had the concert. Hiko, you probably have a few of those from your DJing days. But, but for me, you know, having the expertise to get the lighting right, to get the picture perfect for the musician, I want to share that. But unfortunately, it goes, for the first year I did photography in Japan as a hobby. I go to the concert, take the photos, post it on my Facebook, and the best that I would get, or the best credibility I would get, was they would download it and use it as their profile photo for maybe like the next 2 weeks, and no credibility whatsoever.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. So it matters. It does matter for people who do like to sample other people's work, or if they see something really beautiful, please give the person credit. They'll be happy.
We have a question about your necklace, by the way. Are you sampling Minecraft?
Oh, this? Zelda.
Yeah.
Zelda.
Yeah. I'm a big Shimokitazawa fan. I shop there for my jewelry. I actually don't really buy pearls and stuff like that. I buy unique arts and crafty things. I've got a Game Boy one for earrings. So they are the iron-on beads for whoever's asking.
Yeah, someone was asking in the comments about that. Okay. So today we're going to look at some of your photographs, right? Thanks to Hiko.
Great.
I'll share the challenge. Just before we come on to in fact, I've forgotten the question. I'm tired. So forget about it. I will show you. I'll share the screen.
Nog 148. I'm in Musashi Kosugi, so that's Tokyo time.
Oh, that's a nice neighborhood as well. That's a hard neighborhood to get an apartment in.
It is. Oh, I have stories about that. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, you're lucky.
We want to leave some time for stories too. You want to do the stories first, Hiko? What do you think?
Whatever you want to do.
Let's see some of the photographs.
Please, please.
Well, I'm on your
story too.
So you direct me through it, and Victor, perhaps if you click on my window, so we're showing the screen while Tia talks us through.
Gotcha. Okay. So I clicked on the wrong window there.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay, there we go. Go ahead.
So this is your photography site. Where should I navigate to?
Well, actually, it's pretty flexible. You can it's a one-page site, so you can just scroll down. You can hit up each category pretty easily.
Whoa, there's a hot-looking guy there.
Victor, I see you're drawn to the crotch shot. I'm guessing.
I thought that was me for a second, so I was a little confused.
It could be. It could be you.
With a completely different body, but you want to tell us about this guy, Chance? Let's start with that. Why not?
So Chance, one of the fun things about doing photography is finding models who are very, very excited about being photographed. And Chance, as you can see, is very, very into being photographed.
He seems very shy.
Either that or he has a gun in his pocket.
Well, he's in the military, so he might. He's a bodybuilder, and I think it was off season. And during the off season, he wanted to be able to do some modeling. And one of the very, very hard things to do as a photographer is find male models. You can find a beautiful woman anywhere.
Really? Where?
I don't have a problem. Maybe you guys have a problem. It could be, the trust between the women or whatnot.
Could be.
But no, it's very simple. On my Facebook page, for Top Tia, I did a photo shoot in Daikanyama, and all I did was I sent out a request, and many people many people responded, and I wanted to pick a particular person for the shoot, and it was easy to just find someone who was willing to do it.
She's got really great skin, actually. And this was just at a meetup randomly in Daikanyama, right? This isn't a studio shot.
No, yeah, I planned the shoot. I wanted to do it in Daikanyama, and I wanted to find someone of African descent or African American descent for this particular photo shoot. So yeah, I can be picky, I can be particular, but for men, it is very difficult. So I'm very excited to do photo shoots with men.
It's a shame for you that Victor doesn't live in Tokyo.
Yeah, I'm sorry?
It's a shame for you that Victor doesn't live in Tokyo.
I'm a top
right? Come on,
dad bod model. Dad bod model, yes.
Victor, we could totally work something out.
They call me the human Baymax.
I'm sorry?
They call me the human Baymax.
Oh, that's mean.
Actually, no, Victor calls himself that.
It would be nice, Victor. We could do something for that would promote you and your business.
Actually, you took a great picture of me at the Hanami, and I was like, wow, that's a great picture. I wonder if she has any more. And I keep getting asked that.
One of the things I try to keep a limit on posting things because nobody wants to sift through hundreds of photos.
You'd be surprised.
Really? There are people who sit there and go through. I used to post like 80 photos at a time when I posted an album. But now I just keep it really, really strict to no more than 10. Not even 10, maybe 8.
Let me ask you an ignorant question.
Okay.
That's what I'm here for. What are the different challenges you have when you're taking the photographs of an African American model and someone who's not? Are there any differences? I mean, is there anything you have to really watch out for? You
know what? Not really. It's a matter. But I've seen people struggle. I have seen people struggle. I went to a meetup, and it was a cosplay thing. I'm kind of a geek. I like cosplay, so I like to photograph cosplay.
Photographing cosplay is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. And there was one African American guy who was a white mage, and there was this guy from a white guy who, not that that matters, but he was trying to get the light so that his face wouldn't look orange. And no matter where he put the light, his face just looked orange. And so I guess as advice to anyone who photographs dark-skinned people, don't try not to keep the light directed at the person's face. If you can bounce it up or bounce it off of something, that helps. If you
What if you're actually orange, like Donald Trump? How would you photograph him?
Well, I can't really help him. We just have to go to town on Photoshop for that one, or change the white balance, or use a filter, or something.
I'm sorry, you would start with a psychiatrist for that one.
Did you hear Obama's joke that orange is not the new black?
Orange is not the new black. I heard that. That was a really good one. That was a good one.
That's a good one.
Oh man, that guy's scary. I don't know.
Did this model? Do you pay her? How does that work? Do you just give her photographs for free, or?
There's another thing. Your model can be anyone. It doesn't have to be some person who's a professional model or a hot and sexy model. It could just be somebody who wants the experience. And for that young lady, right. For that young lady, she didn't really need a portfolio. I just wanted someone for this shoot. I like to practice a lot, and just to keep the knives sharp. I like to go out and I like to do shoots, even if it's not a scheduled shoot. So for this one, I had a vision. I was thinking creatively, and I just wanted this person. So I went on Facebook, found her, and we just did it. She's not a model.
The photos look really good. And I don't know if it's a lighting or what, but like I said in the beginning, it looks like she's almost been made up. And it's the way you've got the light. Obviously, it's just the skin looks really, really great in these shots. So, that's really cool. And that's with the. Are you using? You're not using the 6D now, are you?
Yeah, I used the 6D for that one.
Okay.
That's the Canon?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Good video camera.
Yeah. But you don't shoot video.
The one, Hiko, the one of the man who's doing the leg exercise, the yoga.
Yeah.
Going back to your question about photographing, male subjects. His story is actually really fascinating. Yeah. And that's the thing that fuels me as a photographer, is hearing people's stories.
Yeah.
So that man, he is a lawyer / yoga instructor / dancer / writer and artist. So he's very talented.
Wow.
And he wanted to show people that men can also be good at yoga and also be fashionable doing it. So we took that photo, or those photos, at Waseda University, and it was windy, and it was oh god, it was such, the conditions were terrible, but the crazy things. It looks
very calm. That picture looks very calm.
Well, he was calm. I was frantic, trying to get the wind to cooperate, but he was as calm as a cucumber.
As you can see. Wow.
I think you have to be very confident to have that hairstyle. I don't think I could pull that off. His hair is like coming over almost.
It's very Warhol. I think that's cool. That's cool. And he's a yoga teacher and a writer and a lawyer, and wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So Hiko, you're just a lawyer and a DJ, so you better get on that.
I'm not really. No, I'm not a kickboxer. But
Hiko's been looking pretty good recently. I'm pretty impressed with some of those pictures on Facebook. Your kickboxing and stuff.
Well, I haven't really taken any proper pictures, but I've lost 15 kilos, so not done too bad.
Good for you. That's good.
Yeah, that's great.
How long ago did you start that, Hiko?
About 2 years ago.
After when his wife first started beating him.
But you know what? This is another point actually. So let me stop the screen sharing for a minute and come back. So one point I do want to make sure that we get to with this is the story about how you committed to starting the photography business, and we were talking about this. Well, so first thing, maybe we should connect for everyone. Half of YouTube met you and loves you from you showing up at the Hanami and taking such great photos of everybody for a beginning, right? So a lot of people here might even recognize you from that, or if they don't recognize you directly from being at the Hanami, they'll recognize your photos, which everyone was posting after the Hanami, which was, I thought, great. And I think it was when we were talking on a separate get together after that, we kind of connected dots that you were really strongly encouraged to commit to the photography thing that you are now doing, full time,
Yes.
by a mutual friend.
Yes.
And that mutual friend actually is a proper kickboxer fighter guy, actually. And it was kind of funny. He saw one of my kind of random videos, which I just shot of myself just to see how badly I was doing things to fix myself.
Name?
Yeah, well, this guy's name is Rob, and Rob, we are lining up to get on at the end of this month because he does a bunch of cool stuff.
He does kickboxing as well?
He does crazy stuff. He's doing everything. And he gave me some pointers of things I was doing wrong, which was good because he knows what he's talking about.
Have you seen, he teaches Kung Fu in Ginza.
Yeah, Wing. So was it Wing Chun?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, he teaches like serious like Bruce Lee stuff.
Like the 1-inch punch?
I'm sure. In fact, you know what? I might have even seen him deliver one of those. Yes. He's a really interesting guy.
It's great that you brought him up because one of the things that really makes Top Tier even possible is that he helped me provide a space to just operate out of. And again, going back to Ginza, you went there. I saw you there the other last month or 2 months ago.
Well, we've got him lined up to be on the show on July 20th, is it?
25th.
25th.
Oh, July?
Oh, no.
June 25th.
June 25th, thank God. Okay.
Don't worry. He's our Alzheimer's representative. It's okay. The schedule is kept. Don't freak.
Oh wow, that would be a really good one to watch because
it'll be interesting actually.
Oh, cool. I'm interested. I don't know this guy at all. I've just emailed with him. So cool.
But I'm kind of interested. So I'm curious as to your version of the story, which I'm going to ask him when he comes on.
Okay.
So I understand that you told me the story about how he kind of encouraged you into the idea of setting up your own company and committing to this. So what was it that did that? How did you make that transition from being a teacher to someone who decided to actually go and register a company and actually just commit to doing this? And it's a big leap of faith.
Quitting your job is a big deal there.
It's a big deal, and it wasn't overnight. It wasn't a couple months. It was actually a 7 to 8 month process. And it started around the time we first met. I don't know if you're from Tokyo or if you're living in Tokyo, you might know the bar What the Dickens.
Of course, yeah.
Of course.
My wedding reception was in What the Dickens. Yeah.
So I was
really?
Your wedding reception was at What the Dickens?
Yes, had the whole place to myself and had 200 guests. It was awesome, and I had it for free. It was great. They're great. Love them forever, and it's a great bar.
That's pretty awesome, by the way.
It is, and we had a band and who were friends had just filled it up. It was awesome. It was the best. Yeah, it was really good.
Wow. So, well, I was there and I was doing a photo shoot for some of their food, and they were using the food photos to promote an upcoming Pirates of Tokyo.
The comedian, the comedy.
Oh yeah. They asked me to audition for them.
Oh, you should do it. They're so talented. They're amazing.
Great.
They're really, really good. So it was such a big deal to do this shoot for their upcoming show. And that's where I had met him. And so we were just talking about, photography, and his birthday was coming up around the time, around that time. So he asked me to photograph his birthday party. And he was just really impressed with the final product and the photos. And he said, are you a professional? Are you doing this? Are you getting paid for this? And I was like, no, I just love photography. And so him being the business mind that he is,
which he is, yeah,
he's so many resources and tips about starting or even just considering starting a business. Yeah. And in August, I began to entertain the idea of quitting my job.
Oh, wow. Very recent.
Within those 6 months, I decided I wasn't going to renew my contract. I was going to study as much as I could in photography and Japanese because I wanted Japanese clients as well that I could, and to just get as much feedback from anyone who was an entrepreneur, anyone who was in business, that could really point me in the right direction. Because I never went to B school. I didn't know anything about business. So it was intimidating. I just knew that I loved photos and I just wanted to take photos. When that 6-month period finished,
Yeah.
it was at the point where the business was registered, it was official, and I needed to go out and find clients, and it just scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah.
So one amazing thing about Rob was that he was there, and he was there to listen, and I would ask questions and he would answer them. So lesson of the story is if you're going to do anything crazy, like quit your job and start a business, make sure you have someone that can show you the door to walk through and give you some pointers along the way.
Yeah. And I guess, and this is something I respect a lot about Victor, actually, the fact that you have set up and run your own business, for example. And
17 years.
Well, and I know it's tough and it has its ups and downs and so on, but as someone, for the many people out there who have only ever worked for other people, like getting an hourly wage, like in an English school or in a big company or whatever, even there are a lot of people with these things that they want to do, and they wish they could go out and have their own business and have control of their life or whatever. But there's a certain leap of faith crossing over that you have to do for that, which I've never done. Which means I respect
and
people.
I'm always surprised that you haven't, because I think you could totally do it.
I'm afraid.
I'm always thinking you're going to call me and say, "This is what I did. I quit my job and I'm doing this now."
But as you know, I'm a wuss, and and I'm proud representative of the wuss demographic on this show. But I like to talk to people who are not wusses and try to become a little bit less of a wuss in very small, safe increments. But what I get whenever I talk to Rob, because Rob is crazy about getting people to, challenge their limits.
Yeah.
And I can tell he's had somewhat of an impact on you. It's the moment you started talking about him, I started like, oh, now I get it, and that's why I want to get him on as well. But it is super cool. I mean, it is. I mean, you kind of had a safe, you had income, you had a job, you had you could have kept taking hobby photos, but it's really cool. You committed to, I'm going to do this.
Right.
What was the pivot point of that decision to do that?
The pivoting point was I was coming around. I was at a fork in the road, and the fork was I don't want to be an English teacher for forever. I need to do something, and I was trying to plan out a path for me to go to law school, but I wanted to go to law school in Japan, and I was making a 3-4 year plan of how this would go. And I said, you know what, this plan is looking very expensive and very unexciting, and very daunting. So I took that 4-year plan and I juxtaposed it with a hypothetical photography business plan, a 4-year plan. And I compared, the two and decided that the photography side, the photography business, was one, more fun, 2, an immediate career, and 3, something that if I woke up super early in the morning, I would wake up and I would be excited to do it, and I would want to do it for free. I don't do my photography work for free now. To make that clear, but my mother always told me that. No, I didn't make that point clear. But my mother always told me that you're doing a job that you love if you're willing to do it. And I have done it on a couple of occasions, out of the goodness of my heart, before I started the business.
Sure.
And I decided, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to do. And I've got 4 years. That's what I'm matching it up with, the potential law career that I assigned myself, and this. The 4 years.
So how's it working out?
So far it's so good. It's most of my clients are foreign though, which is great. I totally love the fact that I can help people, provide people photographic services. But one of the things that I had initially thought of when I started this was to have Japanese clients. Primarily restaurants.
The bigger market,
Tell us a story before we're getting up to the hour mark, but tell us a story about one of the weirdest stories about interacting with Japanese people.
Well, I can tell you an ongoing story that I'm going through right now.
Okay.
And this is a lesson that I think maybe some people would appreciate. Moving and finding apartments. When I quit my job, I was living in an apartment. It was pretty nice. It was in a nice area. It was a pretty penny. So one of the things that you have to do when you quit your job and become an entrepreneur is you have to lower your costs.
Oh, yeah.
And for me, that meant my apartment rent. And I was looking for an apartment that was under Goman, 50,000 yen.
That's tough in Tokyo.
In Tokyo, that's tough, yeah.
Well, I'm close to Tokyo, so I'm in Musashi Kosugi, and that's about as close to Tokyo as you can get, which is fine by me because I love Kawasaki. Kawasaki is my city. I was there in the Shinyurigo. Shinyurigo.
Yeah.
For 3 years. But so I find my place. I wanted to do it the Japanese way. A lot of people, when I came to Japan, somebody did everything for me. They had my apartment ready.
Yeah, Eon, right? They took care of it.
And even when I moved to Tokyo side, I did it through a gaijin service called White House or White Stone or something like that, and ended up in the Leo Palace.
They put Leo Palace is very popular with a lot of the new schools.
Right. But for me, I wanted to do it. I just wanted to do it the way Japanese people did it. And
I did it. Yeah.
But Japanese people use Leo Palace too. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do the house hunt the way Japanese people did it. So I had all these apps on my phone, Sumo, At Home, Chintai, and every day for like several times a day I would look for a place and I would find it and I would do the realtor hunt. And it was so awful because you're sitting there listening to people going, oh, it's a gaijin, is that okay? And you hear that, so desu ne, okay, wakarimashita. And that would just like break my heart every time I heard.
Wow.
I got a point. It used to be better when they were more racist.
Oh, really? When they were more racist? They were more direct.
What does that mean?
Yeah, when I first came to Japan, they were more racist. And what that meant was on the information sheets they would have no musical instruments, no pets, and no foreigners.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they don't do that anymore? I thought they still did that.
Because Debito and a bunch of other foreign people said, hey, this is clear racism. You cannot write that down on the sheet. And all of these real estate companies that were sensitive to being accused of violating human rights stopped putting it on the information sheets. And so as a result...
Now they just violate human rights.
So
subtly.
Yes. So the thing was, in the old days, you just knew if you could look at this or not. But now you have to pull up every single one and go through the very awkward process of having the real estate agent finding out that no, actually, if they could write it down and announce that they were racist, they would. And you know, it's a bigger step to write it down. So I think there were probably actually more apartments when they actually had to cross that threshold of publicly announcing their racism by putting it on a real estate sheet than when they can subtly tell someone on the phone, you know, maybe not, you know. So yeah, I've been through what you've been through 7-8 times. And
well, you know, you have to love the realtor because the realtor has helped me.
They fight for you.
I have the landlord from hell, literally. Yeah. She saw me as a foreigner and thought, ooh, money bags. What kind of cash can I get out of her?
Really?
So yeah, well, she tried to charge me for the cleaning. You know, the person who lived in this apartment before me, they had to clean it up. She tried to charge me for that.
You gotta admit that there, in America, you would never be seen. I mean,
no, absolutely not.
With a black woman, let's get a lot of money out of her. I mean, that would be the opposite, right? I mean, it would be reverse. That's weird.
He told it to my face, and I thought, oh, thank you. I do feel quite rich today. But I also had a gas leak, and she tried to charge me for the repairs of the gas leak and the community. She tried to charge me all these things. So every time she did, I tell the realtor. So lesson, guys, if you have someone that's just being an awful landlord, please contact your realtor. Because they will tell them to cool it and leave you alone.
And very specifically, under the civil code and a bunch of legislation in Japan, like in most countries, landlords cannot charge that shit to tenants, but they will try. And that's the good thing about it. If you have a good real estate agent who will look out for you, is they will go and call them up and say, hey, I'm pretty sure that's illegal, and do that for you. And yes, that's really cool.
So this is funny. You want to know who told me that? Robert
told you that?
told me that.
Oh, yeah. No, seriously, I mean, he knows everything.
He knows everything.
He really does.
June 25th, he's going to be on Hikosaemon's channel.
Yes, that'll be good. And I must admit, because he's already saying, what's our agenda? How are we going to be prepared? Where's the camera? And I'm like, oh, that's right. I've got to be like super prepared when we have them on. So I'm feeling a certain tension about it. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Maybe you should go over and shoot him for this.
That's a cool idea. Go to his co-working space, Ginza Hub. I'm sure you would love that.
Oh, he's the guy that we're promoting in the description tonight. I just realized.
Yes.
The same guy.
That's why we're talking about him. Yes.
No, I thought it was I just assumed it was a photographer because the other one was a. I just assumed it was a photographer.
No, I might do it. I don't know how it is with the time at night, but you know what? It might actually make sense because my wife hates me talking loudly in this room when she's trying to sleep like late at night. So it might actually be good to go to that. And by the way, this is another. I've promoted this thing on Facebook before, but the guy who we're both friends with is actually he runs this great co-working space with high-speed internet and barista coffee in Ginza. And so if you're traveling and you need a place to work, it's just a really awesome workspace. So I've promoted it, and I know people have used it, and it's really good.
Megan used it.
Yeah.
Cool.
But that's right. But it was really cool how he made that connection. He was one of the people who encouraged you to do this, and this is something which really inspires me because I'm one of these guys. I have a lot of friends who make similar leaps to you, and I love to have conversations with people about that, like brainstorming and thinking, okay, who are the people you can talk to? What's a really good idea? And I do that, and then I let them go do that, and I go back to my safe space. But I'm feeling like now that I've crossed this 40 thing, I'm feeling like I need to have more control over my life, actually. So yeah, I'm kind of inspired.
Yeah, that's hard when you're married, though. You know that having more control over your life. Seems like it's worse and worse, but I mean, but it's not a bad thing. So it's a trade-off.
Yeah.
That's a different topic, though. But
by the way, Victor, how is your battery doing?
I just found a plug here, so I just plugged in. So I'm kind of
I just saw your message that your battery's about to die.
Yeah, no. I just thought, we're okay. I got another 10, 15 minutes.
By the way, Victor, I got a question for you. Your video is super clear, and yet you're in a ginger with no wired internet connection, and you're broadcasting HD.
Thanks for asking. I'm using Ninja Wifi. Ninja Wi-Fi gave me this.
That's amazing.
And it works pretty well. Yeah. Thanks for letting me plug this. No, they're supplying this to us so we can do this, and I'm trying to get one for Hiko. We'll see. We'll see if we can get one for him, and then maybe you can get out of the house and broadcast from the middle of Shinjuku. Would be even cooler than this, of course.
Although the problem is I don't have a laptop as well, so I'd have
you don't have a laptop?
I don't have a laptop. I've just got a massive beast of a desktop, which I would love to carry around, but it's very heavy.
You gotta get a laptop. Or maybe you can do it on an iPhone or something.
Maybe. I'd like to explore that.
Or even an iPad or something. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, wow, I thought motorcycle. Tia, what's next? Any big projects in the future there?
Yes, I have a major big project. Okay. So the Olympics are coming up. And one of the things that I've noticed is that there are a lot of Japanese restaurants that don't have English menus and don't have photos. So they're like actual foreigners or visitors who come, and they're taking the waiter outside and pointing to the wax figures, tell them what they want. And they're
you're gonna make more wax figures?
That's kind of menduk-sai, and I'm sure very expensive. But no, so it's I want to be able to improve the communication between Japanese restaurants and foreign visitors, because people do speak out. I was reading the other day from someone from the co-working space who's researching this, and people go and they complain about how bad the service and the communication is at these restaurants. So
Americans especially, we love to complain.
We love to complain. I know. But my project is to go to these restaurants with my Sankyu Japanese and offer them my photographic services, taking pictures of their food and creating a very clear and concise English menu.
Have you done this yet? Do you have any samples?
I've done it for a couple of places. Most of the restaurants that I'm doing right now are foreign. Again, going back to the foreign-based restaurants, which I love. I love that I'm being a part of their business. But for the sake of this project, and one of the things that tipped me over the edge to start the business is I would really like to get into some Japanese restaurants. I've succeeded with two. One of them wanted a Chinese menu, so I'm trying to work with someone to get the Chinese menu together. But that's my big project, is into those restaurants.
Well, the government is throwing so much money at the moment at supporting for internationalizing businesses and the whole Tokyo 2020 thing as well. There's a big push around that from all sorts of directions at the moment. So it's great timing and a great idea.
Did you hear a couple months ago after the scandal broke with the bribery scandal with the Olympics that people were actually saying we should just cancel the Olympics?
Well, they're thinking of canceling Brazil's Olympics with the.
Oh, one of my ex-students, we just got chosen for the basketball team for Brazil, so I'm really excited about that now.
I don't know what they're going to do about that, but that would be really awful if 2 consecutive Olympics.
Never happened.
They're canceled? No,
never happened.
Too much.
That's just news trying to sell news, but no.
Well, no.
I don't know, but I hope not. I know there are all these things that keep happening. I know Japan's excited and whatnot, but let's take it slow. We
have to ask you before we wrap this up. What do you think about the U.S. elections?
You know what? I'm a Bernie's supporter.
Me too. Bernie. Too bad for Bernie.
Bernie supporter. I'm a bit disheartened. I'm a bit sad by the last primaries and people assuming that Hillary is the nominee, and maybe she is. I'm as a supporter, I'm just gonna hold out and wait and hope for the best. But I do respect other people's opinions, so not to step on any Hillary toes or Trump toes.
Really? You respect Trump toes too?
I respect people. I try to respect people, and I try to give people.
You can respect people. I think you can completely shit on their opinions.
I don't know. I'm from North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina, so that's the South. So I've heard some crazy comments, and you have to sit and you have to smile and just.
Bless their hearts.
But wait a minute. South Carolina did not have the Confederate flag, right? That was North Carolina, right?
No, it was South Carolina in front of the state capitol. But I mean, they're North Carolinians. Are there North Carolinians that have the Confederate flag, branded on their stuff or whatnot?
You don't have a Southern accent. You should be speaking more funny like this.
No, my mom's from Brooklyn and my dad is a radio announcer, so I didn't get the Southern accent.
How did your mom from Brooklyn move to North Carolina?
Why?
She wanted to go to a historically black college, and the one that she picked was Johnson C. Smith in Charlotte, North Carolina. So that's
Charlotte, of course. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. But definitely the craziest questions are things I've gotten said as a black person is, do black people have chicken pox?
Oh, no.
And all I could think of was, thank God this person did not ask Laquiqua this question, because Laquiqua would have beat the crap out of this person.
Don't mess with Laquiqua, that's what I say.
I mean, I just try to have patience with people. I try to look at things from the other person's perspective. And that's how I've just kept calm.
Wait a minute, that question was by who? A Japanese person?
No, this is a white guy.
Sorry, on behalf of white guys, I apologize.
What about by a Japanese person? I assume a lot of people want to touch your hair.
A lot of people
probably do touch your hair without even asking. Right?
Honestly, I'm okay with it. I just want them to ask first. So if I see the fingers coming, I'll just gently remind them, oh, you can ask, please ask. And I'll say yes. I just want the sense of dignity. You're going to touch my hair. So, yeah.
Hiko doesn't have much to say about that.
Hey, what I would give for random people to want to touch my hair. I mean, seriously.
Hiko, let someone meet.
They rub it for Hiko. They'd probably rub your hair for good luck.
It's good luck. It's
like
good luck. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking about that. When I was a kid in Singapore, I had like white hair. I used to be one of those kind of not albino, but I was like platinum blonde white. And like
you almost says it like it's a disease. I wasn't like an albino.
Well, I wasn't a full albino, but I was pretty white as well. And, I'm a pretty white guy. And so when I was in Singapore, like for Chinese people, like I think albinos or something like in traditional or old-fashioned Chinese culture are super good luck. And so whenever my dad would take me into the old Chinatown areas shopping, they'd come up and ask me, can I rub his head? And my dad would say, well, you're going to give me a discount on that thing? I'd say, yeah, sure. Okay, you can touch his head.
You
So
know, they eat albinos in Africa. You know that, right?
yeah, I'm not going anywhere near Uganda. I don't have any travel plans anyway.
He even knows what countries they eat people. He's smart.
Isn't it Cambodia?
Not Cambodia. Cambodia too, really?
Well, I think when people are deceased or when people die, they burn the bodies and consume the ashes in a soup. I heard.
No, I'm talking about like meat burnt, like fried, like barbecue. They would barbecue him.
Like cutting an arm and eating the arm for good luck.
Yeah,
Tanzania and Uganda have a thing with that sort of thing. They have a. It's not safe to be albino in those countries.
Seriously, they will eat you.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
They think it's good luck.
I'm just very blonde. I'm not, no, that's okay.
I'm very blonde.
You get that tattooed on your body.
I used to be.
Strawberry blonde. Like, because I hear strawberry and I think, is it blonde hair with a little bit of pink in it, or?
Yeah, and I wasn't strawberry. I was ash. I went from platinum to ash. I've had like no color, so yeah, it's kind of. But no, I don't have any rubbing. I used to seriously get the rubbing for good luck, and it was actually kind of cool. I felt like a celebrity. I was totally cool with it. I was talked to my agent. He's my dad. But,
yeah. If you were a wrestler, like a WWE type wrestler, what would your name be?
Me?
No. Terrible. Tia the terrorist. What do you think?
I don't know. I've never watched any of that. What kind of names do they have? I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what kind. I mean, I know China, but she's passed. But
something that they're always very racist or very race centric.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know.
I'd be Mexican, even though I'm not Mexican.
Cocoa Puff. I don't know. Actually, sounds like a very weak name. I guess it's supposed to be intimidating, right?
What name?
I guess. Well, I said Cocoa Puff, but I guess that's kind of a weak name. So.
Yeah, Cocoa Puff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to be scared of you.
Honestly, I think it's a sign in your absolute favor that you have no idea how to answer that question.
I don't watch. I'm actually not a fighter at all.
You're more of a lover?
I'm a lover, exactly. Yeah. I see the best in people. I try to talk it out.
I can tell that. I think that's an important quality for a photographer, actually. That's a good thing.
So you're having a good time in Japan?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I do. I really do. There's certain things, they're gripes that I have and had about living in, America or North Carolina specifically. And I come here and I don't have to think about it or I don't have to worry about it. And that's not talking about race or gender issues. It's simple things like healthcare, or safety. I'm a big music fan, so the freedom of being of walking home at 1 o'clock in the morning with my iPod blaring and not having to worry about my safety.
Coming up and ripping it off, yeah.
It's
the safety thing.
A lot of people take that for granted. So this is a little
Japanese do. That's why they get robbed every time they go overseas.
The thing that still baffles me are the huge wallets that are halfway Japanese dudes' pockets.
So many times I've thought, if I were a thief.
So I got one of those, and my wife is always stealing it.
Really? You got one of those?
Yeah, I got it.
Does it hang out of your ass like?
Yeah. And every time I've got this in my back pocket, my wife pulls it out and says, "This is dangerous." I'm like, the only person who's ever stolen my wallet is you. But yes.
I've been thinking about getting one. My wallet's getting kind of scraggly. Thinking about getting a new one. So.
Well, do it.
Yeah, why not? Tempt everybody, right?
What music do you listen to? I'm just curious. You're into your music. You play it loud. What do you play?
I mean, like I said earlier, I listen to a lot of classical rock. I listen to a lot of soul. I'm going to call myself out. I do listen to a lot of video game soundtracks. So when you promoted SoundCloud last week, I was all over that stuff.
Yeah.
I went to the link that you posted that week.
The guys that I work with are serious, like video game. In fact, Peritune in particular, in the Tokyo Digital crew, like 3 or 4 of those people are serious video game music makers, and their stuff is really, as you may have heard, is really good.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, no, it's an escape for me. So to be able to listen to music and enjoy it, and I've just reached a point where I'll sing shamelessly in the street, and I don't care who hears. I'll just do it.
Yeah, me too. I've been doing that recently. I just don't care. I know. I know. And I can't even sing.
But you know what? I think it's because of becoming an entrepreneur now. It's like I'm my own boss. I'm free. Like you have that feeling.
Yeah.
Whereas when when I was working at the school, it's like, oh, I have to conform. I have to do the right
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Accepted.
Well,
So
that's what I'm starting to feel.
it's a good feeling. You can see in the street, no care in the world.
Yeah, the pressure to conform, even by other foreigners. You get this pressure to be like, to. Hiko, I sent you that video the other day by a certain.
I saw it, and I sent you a message. I sent you a running commentary back, and you never responded to it.
Oh no, I want to talk about that more some other time. But a guy who made a video about having relationships.
Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there.
No, just saying that he's a lot of it's advice was in Japan. You should do this, and you should never do this. And I was thinking, if you're an independent person, no matter where you live in the world, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Mm.
And I do.
You lucky. Do whatever the hell you want, people. I want to learn how to be one of you one day.
Take the leap. Take the jump.
In a very safe, predictable way.
To be fair, it does help to have contingencies. Like for me, sometimes you have that safety net where if something goes wrong, I can at least go back to English for a while and do it until I pick up, or do it until things are smooth sailing. So, I mean, you do have those little safety nets, which is good.
Yeah.
Hiko, you should do it. You should become a professional kickboxer.
I confirm pretty much. I had a first proper spar in a long time with a really good guy the other day, and it pretty much confirmed to me, no, I should definitely not do
Kick your ass, huh?
He kicked my ass properly. I just about got knocked out. It was cool, but no, I'm not going to do that.
But at least you tried, though.
Well, it's fun. It's fun. But but I've got fallbacks. My fallback is I'll cook sausages in Australia.
Sausages. Why sausages? Why Australia?
My mum's in Australia, and
poor people do in Australia or something.
Yeah, pretty much. No, my stepfather runs a business with cooking sausages at massive craft markets and stuff, and it's a big cash making business actually, and that's always been, when the Fukushima thing happened, they said, come back, hey, just cook sausages, work one day a week, make a bunch of cash, figure out what you want to do. It's a nice fallback option. You're close to the beach, great weather, cheap cost of living, and so it's I do have that, but I'm not, but it is different when you got a family and all that stuff as well, so I'm jealous of your relative freedom anyway. It's cool. But yeah.
A couple reminders to everyone. She is not a YouTuber, no, but she came to the YouTube party in the Hanami, and she's a professional photographer now. She used to be an English teacher. And so she doesn't really have a YouTube channel, but we do have links underneath this video to where you can find her work, her Facebook, people that she works with. You want to give a quick shout out to Helen Iwata and tell us why?
Oh, yes. Oh, please. So she's one of the people who I've been helping and offering my photographic services to. She recently wrote a book. If you're very proficient in Japanese and want to improve your communication skills, she wrote a book called Eigo no Shigoto Jutsu, and it's about improving your communication skills. And I did the photos for her book.
Oh, really? Oh, that's why. Okay, so the book is linked in the description. It's on Amazon.com, so you can check it out.
So please.
Co.jp, sorry.
And even if not fluent in Japanese, she has a Sasaga community on Facebook, and if you want to improve your speaking skills in English, you can do that too.
But also just come back to one other thing, and you just pick up on a point that you made earlier about your business. It's kind of funny, when I started posting music on SoundCloud, for example, and I wanted to find sometimes, okay, this is a clubby track, and I want to find a photo of me when I used to DJ or something. And all I have are iPhone photos and flip phone photos that people took of me 10 years ago. I don't have anything actually for that. And there's a lot of YouTubers out there. We record videos of ourselves, but it's a solitary kind of pursuit for a lot of people. And a lot of people really, when you want to find a really nice profile pic or you want to find some nice branding stuff, most of us, we're very sensitive about branding, but we don't have a lot of really good actual properly done photos of ourselves. And we're a community of people who are about self-branding. So I mean, no, you are doing something that, you know, a lot of people actually who are watching and into this hobby should really be thinking about, actually. So, you know, if you ever want to get a proper thumbnail, a proper profile pic or whatever done, I mean, you've got the right person here who, you know, and half of YouTube will vouch that you're an awesome person. So, yeah, you know.
Well, one of the things that last month, my most frequent jobs were new LinkedIn profile photos, which I hadn't really expected.
But that's a big deal. Well, I tell you, I may or may not. I've had some interesting developments recently which came through LinkedIn, and I can tell you, yeah, that so don't you know, LinkedIn can be a really powerful tool, actually. And that's right, the photo is like a major thing there.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You can't have grainy photos of you cropping your friends out on LinkedIn.
Yeah, yeah.
Oops. Yeah, my battery's about to die, guys.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, Tia, thank you for coming on, and if it's cool with you, I'd love to get you back on again sometime.
Absolutely.
And remember, we're having a party, Hiko and I, on September 3rd in Tokyo.
That's
Actually,
right. I have that on my calendar.
And Hiko, you've got
we should talk about that, actually.
You've got a thing coming up soon, right? Was that done?
So I've been very, very busy the last 2 weeks, and that is now coming to a positive conclusion, which means I'm now going to switch back into very much the planning of this stuff, including that, and I've got the happy hour coming up this Friday.
This Friday. That's this Friday. Okay.
So
This Friday.
With that, do you need help with promoting? Do you need help? What can I do for you?
For this Friday, it's just going to be, YouTube's going to promote it. I'm going to put some stuff out, so that's kind of okay. And this is kind of an experimental thing, but in terms of September, I want to be big, and I want to connect with you about that, actually. It'll be really cool.
September, you want to really big.
Yes.
Big.
Damn straight. No, this year's going to be special, so yes, indeed. Yes, I'm going to be in touch with you anyway about that stuff in any case, and I'm going to come around and see you and Rob probably pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, Tia's awesome. Information is going to be in the below this video anyway. If you want to connect, she's super approachable, as you can see, and is your professional all your photography needs. I mean, you know, what more could you ask for, really? And Victor's disappeared.
I think his battery officially.
Oh, you know what that means? But so this is funny. This video will remain live until Victor presses the stop button on it, even if he's disconnected.
Oh, that's right. It was on.
we could. So you know what we can do now? We can just stay here.
We'll just sit here and just talk. I'm okay with that.
And for the next 4 hours, we can just talk about all the things we hate about Victor and just leave like this long record on the internet, which he can't do anything about.
Can I ask what is with the foot thing? I don't understand it.
I never signed off on the foot thing. And I was not happy about it. And you know, Victor's got. I don't judge Victor's fetishes, but you know, I don't know how that got in there or what happened with that.
Oh man, because you know what? When you guys approached me about doing the show, the first thing I did was think, okay, do I need a pedicure before this? Do I need to get a nice backdrop of?
I realize I am the straight man of this combination, but please, I think several lines were crossed with the foot photos. So yes, I mean a regular pair of feet. Sure, I've got feet. Everyone's got feet. It's okay, but you know, no, there was some
there.
no, some lines were crossed.
Oh man.
Anyway, I'll tell you what. We should probably leave this in respectable silence. Anyway. It's been great having you on. I'm going to connect with you directly again soon anyway, but everyone go check out Tia's Facebook and Top Tier Photography, toptier.com.
I do have a request though.
Yeah.
One of the things that I'm trying he's back, there he goes. One of the things that I'm trying to do is I would like to post certain videos, videos of my workspace, videos of maybe a shoot. So if there's anything that maybe that the audience can offer me, so that I might even entertain the idea of doing some YouTube photo videos, please. I would
Yeah. No, I think that's actually and you've got all the right kit for it. Yeah, you should totally be thinking about maybe putting something up anyway, just as a promo.
Yeah, I'm considering it. because, like I said, I love the community that is the Japanese vlogger community, and I'm not going to say it's peer pressure, but I definitely do see a value in it.
Hey, Victor.
Hey, Victor.
Yeah, sorry, the battery died, but I was able to get it back on. I was surprised.
Yeah, we just
it said 12%, but suddenly it was 0. So who knows?
Oh, well, maybe
All
he
right, cool.
can tell him.
What?
Sorry.
What happened?
So because it's live on your device, I think you have to be the one to end the show. Oh no, did he do? Oh,
Yeah.
to end the
Yeah.
stream.
So I was just saying, we can just leave this on forever.
Hey, so guys, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
And I only see 30 thumbs up. I'm very disappointed with that, but what am I going to do? But we will. But please check the links. There's a lot of links to Tia's contacts and people Tia likes. And thanks again to Ninja Wi-Fi for giving us the opportunity to be able to do this kind of show from the middle of a shrine. Maybe in the future we'll try other places like Nagoya Station. We'll see in the future. But next week we're going to have it on Hikosaemon's channel, right?
But you know, if I'm going to host Rob's thing, that'll be the week after that. So we can do it on your channel again next week. Even we don't have something lined up for next week yet.
Okay.
We can think about that.
No, but I think we'll have to check the dates. But okay, we'll figure it out. But
Cool.
again, check out. If you're not following us on Twitter, follow us on Twitter. That'll tell you when we're going to go live. But we'll definitely go live next Saturday night, 11 p.m., either on this channel or on Hikosaemon's channel. His link is in the description too. Hey Tia, thanks a lot for making time for us tonight.
No problem, no problem. If you guys are
Great to see
interested
you
in my
again.
photos, please go to Top Tia's Facebook page. Send a like, add a message or two on some of the photos. I'd really like to hear from you.
And toptier.com is like super easy to remember, or top tier photos. So really easy to find, but links will be below in the video information. So check that stuff out.
Already. Yeah, check it out. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Cool.
Thanks.
See you guys next week. And see you on the tubes. Good night.
Will he?